Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The show will begin soon.
E3 is undoubtedly the biggest spectacle on the gaming calendar, and for a lot of us, it's about staying up late and devouring every morsel of information and just getting on board the hype train. But as great as all of that is, there's a side to E3 that personally I always look forward to. Specifically the press conferences, and not so much for the announcements, it's for those awkward executives, those nervous developers, technical hiccups, and just plain lame announcements that leave me cringing.
Because I think I've found the perfect answer.
As I see it, the most forgivable fails are the technical stuff-ups. We all appreciate that these games aren't finished, and playing them live is a big risk. So when they crash, or a controller disconnects, or someone accidentally pauses the game...
Oh, sorry, that's me.
Sure, it's pretty painful to watch, but at least it clearly isn't all smoke and mirrors and pre-recorded videos. It's just raw code running on a console.
Looks like we're having a little interference here.
誰かワイヤレスを使ってますか?
Somebody out there using wireless. Anybody?
And developers are keener than ever to prove that what we're seeing is what we're actually getting, because we can be a slightly suspicious bunch when we see something that looks a little too good to be true. But we haven't always been so skeptical. It's just that over the years we've seen demos and trailers that I don't want to say were flat out lies.
Bet you can't stick it.
But when we saw the final game, it wasn't exactly what we were promised. I'm sure there wasn't any ill will from the developers. No doubt what they showed us was the game they aimed to make, but sometimes games are shown too early or they're being made for consoles that don't even exist yet. And the reality of having to develop a game that actually works can sometimes butt heads with the developer's original ambition. But hey, whatever, I say reach for the stars. Still, the most cringeworthy moments aren't from ambitious demos or crashed code. It's the people, the human error, those over-enthusiastic and endearingly awkward execs hawking their latest and greatest.
My body is ready.
It's Ridge Racer. Ridge Racer. Remember that one?
And of course, we can't forget some of those classic moments that motion gaming have given us.
Yeah, you like that. Yes, you do.
You ever wonder what the bottom of an Avatar shoe looks like? Well, bam! There it is.
For most of us, it's always hard to stomach when executives just seem to completely miss the point of a gaming conference. They harp on about entertainment deals and sales numbers, and then they expect a round of applause at the end of it.
For the first time, they can create multi-screen entertainment that makes movies, music, and TV more amazing.
That's a clap line. That's an applause line.
My heart does go out to those poor, nervous developers, though, who've been working in secret for years on their next breakthrough, just pushed out in front of the world and praying people like what they've been making.
Sorry.
Woo! Yeah! And those weirdly out-of-place celebrity walk-ons, they always seem to be desperately trying to prove that gaming is so in right now, but all we're hearing is the cha-ching of some giant marketing deal. Then again, it is LA, and I guess you can't really blame them for getting caught up in all the glitz and glamour.
All right.
Looks like they want us to talk amongst ourselves, Paul.
Yeah, I think so.
What do you think of the game?
I love it. I love it.
You love it?
Yeah. I
Okay.
can't play it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Although credit where credit is due, Matt Stone and Trey Parker did absolutely steal Microsoft's 2012 press conference.
Hi. How many times have you been watching an episode of South Park and thought, I'd like to be able to watch this on my television while hooked into my mobile device, which is being controlled by my tablet device, which is hooked into my oven, all while sitting in the refrigerator.
At least guests can be cut short or ushered off stage. It's when the person driving the thing crashes it into a ditch of awkwardness, then the whole thing can just be too painful to watch. Let's watch.
Video games, there's so many virgins in here. Richard Branson is doing this event.
Everyone do it with me.
I said everyone. From Neversoft. Wasn't that the first name for Viagra? I don't...
Here, hold my joy wand.
Let's count how many times Aisha gets girlwood during this presentation.
So I'm not afraid of a few dick jokes, thank you.
So I was wondering if I could just do the whole interview as Ozzy Osbourne.
Absolutely.
All right.
Aren't you doing that already?
No.
As the years go on and viewer numbers rise and the pressure builds even more, you can sense that presentations are becoming slicker and more streamlined.
I gotta be honest, I feel like that's a mixed reaction. If you don't want it, it's fine. You can just leave it there.
The best example is Nintendo, who've opted out of the press conference game altogether and now have complete control of their message with their Nintendo digital events. And fair enough, their message is the one that's always been the most at risk of getting lost in translation, quite literally.
Maybe we should do getting an item one last time. This one with the full orchestra. Getting an item.
But at least they also don't take themselves too seriously.
How about this instead?
Looks like I'm the new face of Nintendo. Hey, they promised me you wouldn't be here.
At the end of the day, there's just nothing quite like E3. It's big, it's loud, and it's totally goofy, but it's also a celebration of all the hard work from thousands of people on one of the world's biggest stages. So E3, don't ever change.
Hello!
Oh, amazing.